Before we dive into this wild ride, tell me in the comments where in the world are you watching from? I love hearing just how far these Karen tales of chaos and karma can travel. Water exploded in a violent splash, sunlight scattering in broken shards across the pool. That scream, God, I'll never forget it, cut right through the courtyard, sharp and glassy, a little girl's voice twisted up in pure terror. My daughter, just 7, vanished under those blue ripples, her wheelchair tipping and sinking beside her with a metallic thunk that made my heart stop. Her arms flailed, brown hair fanning out, but for a second nobody moved. It was like time froze. Except for Amanda, yeah, Amanda, who stood there grinning, this nasty little giggle bubbling out as if she hadn't just shoved a kid into the deep end. I don't even remember running. 1 second I'm on the concrete. Next I'm underwater, adrenaline burning in my veins, grabbing my kid, her eyes wide with panic as I haul her up, coughing, clinging to me, shivering, and the only thing I can think is, thank God, she's alive. Meanwhile, Amanda's on the deck, hands on her hips, floral dress, clinging to her knees, smirking like she's just won a game. Maybe if she could walk, this wouldn't have happened, she spits, loud enough for everyone to hear. Pools are for everyone, not just charity cases. Her words sting worse than chlorine in your eyes. I drag us both out, water streaming off me, my daughter shaking, people staring but nobody stepping in. Someone passes me a towel. I pull her close, try to steady my voice. Did you push her? I ask low and steady, but my blood is boiling. Amanda shrugs, totally unbothered. I just gave a little nudge. Honestly, you should be thanking me teaching her a lesson. Maybe keep her away from the pool next time. Her arrogance is radioactive. Everyone's looking away, shifting, but nobody dares cross her. That's just how it works here, Amanda, queen of the HOA, untouchable, petty, and downright cruel. My little girl's teeth are chattering, but I force myself not to lose it right there. If you ever touch her again, you'll regret it. Amanda just laughs, rolling her eyes. Big talk, Sergeant. This is my community, my rules. She turns her back like she's already won. I scoop up my daughter and leave, swallowing all that rage and humiliation, feeling like every step is lined with fire. At home, she curls up on the couch, wrapped tight in a blanket. Daddy, why did she do that? She whispers, voice so small it nearly breaks me. Because she's cruel, I say, brushing hair from her forehead. But she won't get away with it. That night, while she finally drifted off, I sat at the kitchen table and wrote the angriest, most detailed email of my life to the HOA board. Everything Amanda did, every word, every second. I hit send, believing foolishly maybe that justice was coming. Next day, their reply lands with a thud. We're sorry for the unfortunate accident. Amanda assures us it was a misunderstanding. The HOA cannot mediate personal disputes. Accident. Misunderstanding. The words mock me, strip all the cruelty down to some bland non-event. Meanwhile, Amanda spins her own version to the neighborhood, calls me unstable, says my daughter slipped, paints herself as a victim just keeping order. Unbelievably, people listen. She's weaponized fear, so long nobody dares stand up. I show up at the board meeting, thinking maybe face-to-face will matter. Nope. Amanda interrupts, mocks me, calls me dramatic, her allies nod along, terrified of losing favor. Walking out of that room felt worse than dragging my girl from the pool. You think you know who your neighbors are until you see them pick fear over justice. At home, my daughter's laughter is quieter now, almost nervous. She won't go near the pool. Sometimes I hear her whisper in her sleep, "Don't let her push me again, Daddy." That's when something in me snaps. I realize I can't count on rules, or neighbors, or boards. Amanda thinks she's buried me in shame, but she made one fatal mistake. She hurt the only thing I'd go to war for. When dawn comes, I'm not just a dad, I am a soldier again. This time, the battlefield is my own street. I start slow. She comes after us with everything Pity finds for trash bins, grass too long, Pool contamination because my daughter fell in. Ever notice I keep every insult, every threat, every smirk when we pass by? Maybe the army should have taught you how to mow a lawn. She jokes loud enough for all to hear, and the neighbors chuckle, even though you can see the nerves in their eyes. Amanda thrives on fear. She uses her chairwoman title to smash anyone who resists. But patience is a soldier's greatest weapon. I keep my head down, gather evidence, install cameras, collect stories. Little by little, cracks start to show. A retired couple tells me Amanda fined them for non-compliant curtains. A young mom says Amanda threatened to ban her kids from the playground over noise. A contractor mentions her secret renovations violations hidden behind forged approvals. The hypocrisy is blinding, and as I listen, I see the fear in their faces slowly shift to something else. Hope. The twist. A neighbor's teenage son catches Amanda on video, screaming at two moms by the pool. This isn't a playground. This is a community for decent people. The clip spreads through texts and Facebook. Then, almost magically, the video of her shoving my daughter appears online, anonymously. Comments pour in, outrage grows, hashtags multiply. Amanda's name becomes a meme. She claims it's all fake, a smear campaign, but you can hear her voice, see her hand on that wheelchair. The more she protests, the louder the laughter. I call for an emergency HOA meeting, and Amanda never one to miss a spotlight can't resist. The room is packed. I start with the facts, videos, texts, photos, financial records showing her dipping into HOA funds. The guests in the room tell me the tide's turning. Neighbors who once looked away now demand answers. Amanda's confidence evaporates. Her voice cracks as she yells, "This is all lies. I'm the victim here." But nobody buys it. No context makes shoving a child into a pool okay. No excuse makes stealing from neighbors justifiable. Her power is built on fear, and that's crumbling fast. She tries to hang on, slamming her fist, hurling accusations, but now the crowd is awake. The board won't decide that night, but the damage is done. I leave the room knowing Amanda's on defense for the first time ever. The next days are chaos. She storms around, demanding loyalty, spreading even nastier rumors, saying I'm using my military background to intimidate civilians. Reporters show up at meetings, cameras flashing, people whispering. The viral video now has hundreds of thousands of views. Amanda arrives in a fire engine red dress, points at me, calling me dangerous, desperate now. Not convincing. I let her talk. Then, quietly, I lay out proof. Her own signatures on HOA checks, timestamp footage of her breaking every rule she fined us for. Neighbors start shouting. An elderly man tells how Amanda fined him for installing a ramp for his disabled wife. A young mom cries out about threats over sidewalk chalk. Story after story piles up. Then two police officers walk in. The room goes dead silent. They step forward, call Amanda by name, inform her she's under investigation for assault and embezzlement. She screams, swears, insists it's all a conspiracy as they cuff her and lead her away. Neighbors record, some clap. My daughter whispers, "Daddy, she can't hurt us anymore." As Amanda is hauled off, all that's left in her eyes is fear. The neighborhood breathes easy for the first time in years. The board votes to remove her, her kingdom gone, her house up for sale. I watch my daughter at the pool again, laughing, toes in the water, surrounded by kindness instead of dread. Weeks later, I spot Amanda, alone outside a shabby grocery store, all the power and arrogance drained away. She sees me, shoulders sag, disappears into the crowd. No more queen, just a bitter woman undone by her own choices. That night, with the sun setting, my girl and I sit poolside. She leans against me, hair catching the golden light. I whisper, "No one pushes you again." Not while I breathe. It's peaceful, but I know this story isn't just about Amanda. It's about every bully who thinks they can rule by fear, Every coward who stays silent until the truth finally explodes. And as I watch the water ripple, I realize karma always gets the last word. Sometimes you just have to help it along. So now I want to hear from you. Was justice served? Have you ever dealt with a Karen like Amanda, or seen a neighborhood power trip spiral out of control? Drop your story or your take on justice below. Let's get a real conversation started.